What's this claim by Frank Warren that Dillian Whyte only got 300 grand for the Povetkin rematch really all about? Is it true? And if it is true, how come he got so little? As a pay-per-view fighter, we imagine that Dillian Whyte is getting paid millions per fight. 300 grand seems well below what we would expect. So I've been racking my brains thinking about it, and the only explanations I've been able to come up with so far are maybe he owes Eddie Hearn some money and he's working it off, or perhaps 300 grand is what he was left with after all the deductions. So it's a net figure rather than gross. So this is what he's left with after taking out training expenses, maybe even tax, promoter's fee, and so on. If that is the case, why is he lodging, according to Frank Warren, a net figure rather than gross? Was it a way, and this is pure speculation, I'm just asking the question, was it a way of trying to avoid paying the WBC higher sanctioning fees? Because as I understand it, the WBC get paid a percentage of the fighter's purse. So the bigger the purse, the more the WBC will be getting. And is that how Frank Warren actually knows what Dillian Whyte's purse was? Or did he find out from the British Boxing Board of Control? I'm not sure, but that's a possibility, I guess, that maybe he wanted to slight the WBC somehow, the way he feels like they've been slighting him, and only paid him a small amount rather than a big amount. And if that is the case and the WBC have found out about it, and, subsequently after him lodging the 300 grand, found out that he maybe made $1 million or a couple million for the Povetkin rematch, maybe that's part of the reason why they're trying to make things difficult for him right now, potentially. Some people say they're not making it difficult for him right now. They were making it difficult for him before, and that's why Dillian Whyte has had to take the court action. But there are other people out there who have a different take on it. Obviously, they're outsiders like me looking in. They don't know the reality behind the scenes. But people, for example, like Joseph Parker's former trainer, Kevin Barry, he thought it was very strange for Dillian Whyte to be suing the WBC when he's trying to get a title shot off them. David Hayes said something similar. He thought it was a bit odd that Dillian Whyte was suing the WBC and then expecting him to give him a title shot. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. What is this 300 grand thing really all about? Is that how much he makes? Have we just been overestimating how much Dillian Whyte actually gets for these fights? Or is there something else going on there? Because the way Frank Warren worded it made it sound as if even he thinks there's something else going on there. Because he keeps saying that Dillian Whyte lodged his last purse as being 300 grand. So he's not saying Dillian Whyte's purse was 300 grand. He's saying that's what he lodged it as, So there's kind of, if you read in between the lines, Frank Warren is suggesting that that wasn't actually the full amount that he got paid. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As most of you will know, YouTube have removed dislikes. They say this is to protect smaller channels from being bullied by dislike trolls. In order to find out how bad the problem is, I installed a browser extension which allows me to still see the number of thumbs down. Here's a few examples of the kind of vulnerable channels YouTube is protecting from these online bullies. As you can see, the problem is quite serious. These channels are suffering this kind of abuse on an almost daily basis. However, I did stumble across this one particular video on a very similar channel which inexplicably has a massive number of likes instead of dislikes. Not sure why that could be. It's a mystery. Anyway, folks, catch you on the next video.